Ankita Shrivastav, and I've got two amazing guests with me today. The first one is the national sweetheart. He's the most suitable boy this country has ever produced. I'm an absolute fan of his work and his smile. Well, you'll see. The other one is ruling the Indian theatre scene. She's a prolific actress and she made her debut with a Hollywood film. And they happen to be husband and wife. Put your hands together for Namit Das and Shruti Vyas. Hi. Namit Das, Shruti Vyas. Two beautiful people in the same house. What a beautiful couple. How did the two of you meet?
You want to start?
No, Shruti.
No, you start now. Your memory is better than mine.
Okay, so my version is that end of 2008 actually. December I remember
See,
very
that's why I
clearly.
told him to start.
Man, matlab he listens, he remembers.
बहुत मुश्किल है झगड़ा करना. He remembers everything.
I started visiting Sumit's house regularly.
Sumit Vyas,
Sumit Vyas,
our brother.
And then after that, I remember watching her during Shabd Sangeet, which
That's a play.
That's my
which
memory
was
too.
which was like a platform performance, and there was this beautiful, charming girl sitting behind, wearing this lovely white Lucknowi and yellow dupatta. My friend and me, we were watching the performance, and he said, "वो देख रहा है?" मैंने बोला हाँ सुंदर है ना काफी.
दोनों एक ही लड़की पे हाथ मार रहे थे.
इस शो पे मैंने ये एडमिट किया कि आई थिंक ही वाज आल्सो इंटरेस्टेड इन हर मे बी. सो ही सेड पटा ले. मैंने बोला है कौन? ही सेड सुमित व्यास की. सुमित है ना, सुमित की बहन है. एंड आई लुक्ड एट हिम एंड सेड सुमित हैज अ सिस्टर. कट टू we are sitting, we are having a chat after the show.
Shruti is
Yeah.
a man for life.
For मेरे लिए बहुत tough है because I'm quite the opposite. I just remember his eyes because let me tell you, Namit Das is a Punjabi londa in Bengali kavach.
Aye. Okay, what
ठीक
does
है?
that explain?
अंदर से वो बिल्कुल दिल्ली है, ठीक
Okay.
है. बाहर से वो एक cultural literature Bengali Namit Das है. Because the first time he saw me at Prithvi, he was continuously staring at me. And I got really scared. And Namit एक बार मेरे भाई से मिला और कह रहा है अरे आज तो अपनी बहन को नहीं लेकर आया. कौन बोलता है ऐसे? But I think my heart melted first when I heard him singing.
Oh,
Because
is
I do have soft corner for
musicians.
musicians.
I think there was a point in your life where you were deciding whether you want to be a musician or an actor.
I think I'm still deciding that.
Even after The Suitable Boy?
After all the projects, because I call myself a hesitant musician and an accidental actor. That's what I call myself. I was getting a lot of opportunities where, and eventually I think people do know me as an actor more.
Yeah.
But music then came back through theatre, and then
And if
it
it's
has not
meant-
left me.
It's not left you. And if it is meant to happen, and if you so want it, I feel the path always comes back to you.
It came back through theatre actually. Stories in a Song, Mastana Rampuri, and then Monsoon Wedding the musical. So all of these required actors who would be able to sing. So I suddenly had like an extra card. I was like, okay, I'm an actor, I can sing too. So that really
and I
helped.
would never want Namit to, leave music. He is the only guy from our generation who's interested in the history of music.
From our generation, the only guy who's interested.
Yeah,
the only
you've
guy.
not met
Because
me.
in your circle, probably I'm the only person who's talking
because
about.
I used to find history very boring until I met Namit.
Have you been getting more marriage proposals?
No, but very interestingly, I get a lot of messages from South America.
South America.
No idea what's the connection.
Really?
And
I
where do these
get a
messages
lot of
come?
DMs from South America, and I don't know why that happens.
That's amazing. Shruti, I have known you from the work that we've done previously. I did a show with Shruti where Shruti played my teacher, and the hottest teacher you can imagine that exists. मतलब हम इनके blouses ढूंढना करते थे. मैम ने आज blouse. But that doesn't take away the fact that Shruti is a brilliant actor. She's doing so well in the Indian theatre scene. She works with Naseer साहब.
मैं इतनी नर्वस हो गई नसीर सर के सामने कि मैं शाहिद को बार बार शादी बुला रही थी. तो मैं पढ़ी थी मैं पहले शादी से पहली बार मिली अली. मैंने कहा सॉरी सर. मैं पहले शादी से सॉरी सर. मैं पहले शादी से मैंने कहा सर आई एम रियली सॉरी. मैं पहले शादी से वो शादी निकलता गया. उनके पास कुछ नटराज पेंसिल्स थे. उन्होंने कहा शादी वो है जो आपने नमित दास से की है. ये है शाहिद. सॉरी सर. उसके बाद मैंने कभी शादी नहीं बोला, मैंने शाहिद ही बोला। मेरा सौभाग्य था उस वक्त कि नसीर सर मेरे पास आए। उन्होंने वाकई में मेरे अंदर से वो चीज़ निकाली जो मुझे अनकंफर्टेबल जोन में डालकर ही वो निकाल सकते थे।
That is true. So Sumit Vyas, एक तो I think he was a very protective brother, and he was the witness to your first kiss.
Yes. क्या करें,
मतलब-
हो गया।
I pretend that it did not happen.
Yeah. And the funny thing that एक तो देख लिया,
हाँ.
ठीक है, and उसके बाद कह रहा है don't worry, I'm liberal. That made it more worse. And I was just like, no, I don't want.
I think it's not something we talk about.
Yeah.
We push it
Under the carpet.
under the carpet and move on.
It's a very Monica, Chandler, and Ross kind of a thing. In the same house.
Like
Yeah,
touch
never
with
saw
my
it like
brother
that.
and Namit, they are like friends.
Okay.
That thing hasn't changed.
But when I was talking to you guys the other day, something that Namit told me that you guys decided to have two separate spaces.
Yeah.
Okay, which I thought was very progressive. What led to that decision of having two separate spaces?
See, I understand this why, because my father is a writer.
Correct.
Okay, and my mom is a housewife.
Correct.
And I've seen this growing up where my father would struggle to have his own writing space. My mom would struggle to understand why would he need a writing space. It took a while, and then finally I saw my father having his own writing space, and my mom would be handling the house and the house routine, and everything was going according to her. और मेरा काम होता था कि मैं पापा के ऑफिस में जाके शाम को चाय बनाती थी। वो एक काम था मेरा। और मैं जब भी वहाँ जाती थी, वहाँ कोई डायरेक्टर या कोई एक्टर आया होता था या कोई प्रोड्यूसर आया होता था। I think what happened with us was Namit was always shooting and traveling for his shoots, and I was the one who was at home. पर उस घर में चीजें नमित की हर जगह पड़ी थी। एक जगह पियानो पड़ा है, कुछ जगह किताबें पड़ी हैं। And in my head, I was constantly arranging it, which is मेरा भी challenge है. I have an OCD. In fact, his office space has also become like a chilling zone, like with our own friends and our own cousins. We'll go there, we'll party.
ऐसा नहीं लगता he's got a better space than yours?
I'm very happy with my space.
No, you should see how she's kept it actually.
यार बहुत तारीफ हो गई. Is there anything about Namit that irritates you?
So many, यार. चलो शुरू करते हैं.
Oh,
Which one?
These she will not forget.
He loves sleeping. एक बार तो हम फ्लाइट में थे और there was like heavy turbulence और मुझे लगा हम मर जाएंगे. ये वहाँ पे भी सो रहा था.
that I know how it is. I'm the same.
And in fact,
sleep
मैंने
right
जब
now.
हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ना शुरू किया ताकि हम जिंदा रहे, ये नींद में से उठा not because of turbulence, because of my हनुमान चालीसा, and he said कि तुम चुप हो जाओ और सो जाओ, and he went back to sleep again. मैंने कहा हम मर जाएंगे पर ये नहीं उठेगा.
Shruti, you have done something that nobody can dare to do. Okay?
हाँ.
You have fed kachoris to Sean Penn. Why would you feed Sean Penn of all the people kachoris?
Because I didn't know he is Sean Penn. मेरे दोस्त ने कहा कि यहाँ कुछ ऑडिशन चल रहा है इंग्लिश फिल्म का, तो तू तो इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल से तू जाके दे दे. और वहाँ कमरे में एक बहुत ही बुजुर्ग आदमी बैठे थे. उनका नाम था जॉन हर्बर्ट, एंड जॉन हर्बर्ट वाज दैट टाइम कास्टिंग फॉर द फर्स्ट लॉर्ड ऑफ द रिंग्स, एंड ही टोल्ड मी दैट यू जस्ट टेक द सीन, आप याद करके आ जाइए. मैंने रट्टा मार लिया, वहाँ जाकर मैंने बोल दिया, एंड आफ्टर अ वीक आई एक्चुअली गॉट सेलेक्टेड फॉर इट. एंड वहाँ पे मैं सारे एक्टर्स को देख रही हूँ, मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है ये सब ऐसे स्टार मूवीज पे देखे हैं, HBO पे देखा है. मैं ऐसे देख रही हूँ इनको, मैंने कहा किस ये कौन है, ये कौन है, ये कौन है, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. I was all of 17. So Padma Lakshmi was playing my stepmom.
Wait,
Yeah.
the Padma Lakshmi?
The Padma Lakshmi. She was playing my stepmom. मैं उनको देख रही हूँ, मैंने कहा boom, कहाँ देखा है मैंने? And one of the producers was Sean Penn. तो वो पहले दिन आए और सुबह सुबह वहाँ पे टेंट बना हुआ था और सब कुछ खा रहे थे, तो मुझे लगा मुझे भी जाके बात करनी चाहिए इनसे, तो शायद मेरी इंग्लिश ठीक हो
Producer
जाएगी
साहब से.
और मेरे डायलॉग्स भी फिर मैं ढंग से आराम से बोल पाऊंगी, क्योंकि कितना ही रट्टा मार लूंगी. तो मैं कभी पद्मा लक्ष्मी के पास जाके 2-3 लाइनें बोल रही हूँ, कभी उनके पास जाकर, और मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा इनको मैंने कहाँ देखा है. फिर मैं एक पॉइंट पे वहाँ बैठी और वो शॉन पेन था, वो मुझे बोल रहे कि व्हाट इज दिस, और वो मावे की कचौरी थी. तो मैंने कहा दिस इज इंडियन डोनट, व्हाई डोंट यू हैव. it has the syrup. So he had it. But I think it was a really interesting experience. I think that was the first time I saw myself in the monitor and मुझे लगा अरे यार मैं ठीक ठाक लगती हूँ. I can do something in this line.
Okay, now that we're talking about the craft, Namit, I've seen you over the years in so many different movies, okay, playing significant parts, but screen time wise, they had lesser screen time. कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा that you will get sort of typecast in those roles?
There was just no option, first of all, okay, for actors like me, who
Correct.
started off, say, back in 2003, we started doing theatre, and there were not many mediums at that point of time.
That is true.
You had theatre which was not paying you, but it gave you experience.
Correct.
You had films which you aspired for, and you had television which gave you survival.
Correct.
Okay, so you had no option but to take up these jobs. And I remember talking to a senior friend of mine who is now directing mainstream films. And I remember I was 20 and I was doing a play with him. He was also acting in the play. And I asked him, how should I get films? He looked at me and he said, you know what? If you really want it, they will happen to you. And that's the belief that I had. Life is a sweet mystery which is getting, which unfolds in front of you each day as you walk the path. Thank God for OTT.
Yeah.
And thank God for digital platforms. And for me, I mean, thank God for everything that exists for all artists now.
Correct.
Be it Instagram, be it Facebook, be it Twitter, be it anything. You can be your own industry. Yes. That's the time we are living in.
And it's an amazing
And you're
time.
not answerable to anyone. That is, you just need to have the belief. You just need to have the faith. That's what the profession is
about.
And it keeps throwing surprises at you all the time.
I'll come to you, Shruti, again on the same thing. You did a lot of television. You were playing leading parts, you were doing amazing ad films, okay? You shifted to stage. How is it that you look at things now that there is OTTs and everything? Do you see that there are roles written for people, women in today's day and age? And do you think the way women are perceived in our industry, do you think it's easier for a man to make his way through?
Of course, it is, because I remember when we started this, I'm talking about 10, 12 years back. For women, the department, the form and structure was very simple. She had to be beautiful, cute and bubbly. Thin, perfect, 24 kamar. तो बहुत set rule था.
Correct.
तो I think my 20s were gone completely in depression only. Because हुआ ये था कि when I was a teenager, उस time पे मुझे कुछ पता ही था क्या करना है, तब तो अपने आप काम मिल रहा था.
हाँ.
ये ब्रिटिश टेलीफिल्म मिल गई जहाँ पे शॉन पेन प्रोड्यूसर थे. मुझे एक ad मिल गया, 2 ad मिल गई काजोल जी के साथ. बहुत अपने आप चीज़ें मिल रही थी, तो मुझे ऐसा लगा जैसे इंडस्ट्री ने मुझे चुन लिया. हाँ, तो मुझे लगा ये तो ठीक है. मेरा पहला जो टीवी शो था वो कुलभूषण खरबंदा जी के साथ था दूरदर्शन पे. तो मुझे लग रहा था ठीक है, फिर मैं क्यों अपने आप को इतना डाउट कर रही हूँ. जब भगवान मेरे लिए थाली में इतनी बढ़िया चीज़ें परोस रहा है तो मुझे थोड़ा एक्सेप्ट कर लेना चाहिए. मैं क्यों इतना भाव खा रही हूँ. हाँ. तो मैंने कर लिया एक्सेप्ट और मैं करने लग गई टेलीविजन. लेकिन फिर एक पॉइंट पे आई गेस आई थिंक वो हर एक्टर के लाइफ में आता ही है कि हर कुछ साल के बाद आपके अंदर एक सवाल उठता है, मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. आई थिंक द होल ऑफ लाइफ फॉर एन आर्टिस्ट इज टू कॉन्स्टेंटली कीप रीडिस्कवरिंग योरसेल्फ, राइट. और तब मानव कौल जो अब फेमस एक्टर है, वो उस वक्त हमारे पास वही थे, एक यंग इंडियन प्ले राइट. उनके बहुत सारे नाटक उस वक्त चल रहे थे. तो मैं उनके पास गई, मैंने उनसे कहा प्लीज़ मुझे एक मौका दीजिए, मैं नाटक करना चाहती हूँ आपके साथ. उन्होंने कहा आप आ जाओ रिहर्सल पे. तो वहाँ पे सब मुझे रोल के लिए तब बुलाते थे, अगर कोई एक्ट्रेस अवेलेबल नहीं है, श्रुति को बुलाते थे, वो डायलॉग जल्दी याद कर लेती है. तो थिएटर में जब मैं गई तब मुझे रियलाइज़ हुआ कि एक्टिंग में भी बहुत दूसरे फॉर्म होते हैं. एक रियल एक्टिंग होती है, क्लाउन एक्टिंग होती है, जिब्रिश होता है, फिजिकल एक्टिंग होती है, डिवाइस पीस होते हैं, अलग अलग टाइप की एक्टिंग होती है. तो मुझे रियलाइज़ हुआ एक्टिंग एक्चुअली बहुत बड़ा सागर है जिससे मैंने किसी ने मेरा तारुफ ही नहीं कराया था. तो वहाँ जाके मुझे रियलाइज हुआ. आई रिमेंबर देयर वाज अ टाइम व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग 12 प्लेज इन अ मंथ. वाओ. मैं कॉन्स्टेंटली ट्रैवल कर रही थी. उस वक्त हमारे बहुत सारे थिएटर फेस्टिवल्स होते थे, महेंद्र ग्रुप के थिएटर फेस्टिवल्स होते थे, अभी भी होते हैं. तो मैं आधे वक्त ट्रैवल कर रही होती थी. because I realized it very early in my life that it's good money always follows good work. It takes time, but it happens. It's never the other way around कि आप actually करोड़पति बन जाओ फिर आपको कोई एक लीड रोल लाके देगा. वो कभी नहीं होता. वो कभी नहीं होता.
यार तुम दोनों की बातों की rhythm is so different. This girl has no pauses. And the man thinks and talks and is playing a piano while he talks. How? मतलब तुम लोगों को ये feel नहीं होता है? Amongst like I can feel it.
I don't know. I don't feel it. I think we connect on music, and both of us have a very different choice.
What is yours and what is hers?
Mine is very expanded. I listen to what rubbish.
What is
Kuch
tutu?
bhi.
What is tutu?
He
It's
has
just
his
a
one.
joke.
This is
It's
not
just-
Badshah. This is not Ani Singh. What is?
No, I listen to all kinds of music. I listen to house music, to progressive house, to tech house, to मैं गज़लें भी सुनती हूँ और
तुम इतने
मतलब
पसंद नहीं करती हो.
नहीं मैं करती हूँ यार. I love
तुम
मेहदी
अकेले
हसन. मुझे
अकेले
उनका
बैठ के
पूरा
तुम
album
मतलब
क्या है,
अकेले
मुझे
बैठ
पता
के
है.
तुम मेहदी हसन को सुनोगी.
क्यों नहीं सुनूंगी मैं? कॉपली फिर फूट.
And what about you? Yours will be again.
आपको क्या लगता है मैं क्या सुनता हूँ? ये आप बताइए.
No, but I've heard your music. You can make out ki.
Yeah. So it's a lot to do with Urdu poetry, Indian classical music, and actually Shruti की choices जो हैं, जो music में हैं, they have really enriched me in a way, very frankly. नहीं तो otherwise
बहुत
मैं
अच्छा संभाला है.
नहीं तो otherwise मैं कुछ
के बाद.
मैं 1950s और 1960s में कहीं फंसा रह जाता.
चलो, somewhere at least you connect because otherwise your rhythms are
Very
quite
different.
Totally different. ये तो
Yeah.
बहुत ज्यादा तेज भागती है. मैं तो अब बात करने लगा हूँ. अब तो मैं मतलब सेट पे भी अब बात थोड़ा बहुत कर लेता हूँ. नहीं तो मैं तो चुप.
He's very boring
Silent.
on the set.
बिल्कुल चुप.
Yeah.
I don't talk. I don't talk to people otherwise.
And I can't stop talking. I have to talk. My dad
12
made me
साल
go
के
to,
बाद तुमने ये एडमिट तो कर लिया. ये बहुत बड़ी बात है.
my dad में go to Vipasa. मैंने कहा नहीं वहाँ पे कंडीशन है बात नहीं कर सकते. I'll die.
Exactly.
I have to talk यार.
ये coaching class हो सकती है अपने आप में. You know, these are things that people can pick up and learn from the two of you, is what I feel.
नहीं लेकिन अगर सब कुछ सेम हो जाएगा, सारे रिदम
be
सेम हो
so
जाएंगे,
boring.
बहुत
नहीं
बोरिंग हो
होंगे.
जाएगा.
वो अपनी लाइफ में उसका एक अलग रिदम ढूंढेंगे कि what is it that
Maybe.
they can do for the other person.
Maybe.
Something as small as that.
क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि दो लोग अगर बिल्कुल सिमिलर हो जाते हैं ना, तो या तो एक किसी को फॉलो कर रहा होता है,
हाँ.
ऐसा ही कुछ
But after a
कॉम्बिनेशन
while in
बनते हैं
each
फिर.
relationship, both of you have become the half of the other. मतलब वो choices.
वो naturally,
वो
organically
naturally
हो तो
होगा.
बहुत अच्छा है. But initially I remember I told him that you know because we both are actors we should not work together. Otherwise it will be so boring. Set पे भी एक दूसरे को देख रहे हैं, फिर घर पे आके भी एक दूसरे को देख रहे हैं, फिर बातें भी
Yeah.
वही कर रहे हैं, और फिर कुछ टाइम के बाद कि यार तुमने एक्चुअली ना एडी से ढंग से बात की थी, या तुमने ना वो टेक ढंग से नहीं
वो
दिया.
घर पे बैंगन की सब्जी सही नहीं
हाँ
बनी.
मतलब पूरे टाइम फिर यही हो रहा है. It would be very boring. मैं
नहीं,
तो
और वो
बोर हो जाऊँ.
रिलेशनशिप का एक्चुअली वो फर्स्ट हाफ भी था ना, उस टाइम पे हम लोग
Yeah.
बहुत यंग भी थे,
Young भी थे.
तो इसीलिए हम लोग अवॉइड करते थे. अब अभी भी मैं तो कहना चाहूंगा कि दिल में अभी भी संकोच है.
No,
कि
now
पता
I
नहीं-
am comfortable. That time I was the one who had put this condition that I don't want to work with him. He wanted to, but I had put this condition because that time I think I was also a very different actor. I was very immature and insecure at that point.
Okay.
I will admit that. Aaj I think I'm way more secured and confident about my things that I have and I don't have.
You, whether you want to work or you don't want to work, I wanted to work with Namit for the longest time. I have given his number for an audition for something for which I was selected as an host, and I'm like, ये लोग पता नहीं कहाँ से co-host पकड़ के ले आएंगे. It was a show for history, and I wanted somebody sensible. I traced his number. I gave his number. He went and he tested, and both of us were not on the show. But I've been wanting to.
But
work
we are
with
here.
him. But
Yeah.
you're here. Yes.
And I actually felt comfortable when we did this one short film जो हमने मिलके बनाई during lockdown called Tape.
Correct.
वो करते वक्त मुझे रियलाइज हो गया कि आई थिंक नाउ आई एम कंफर्टेबल वर्किंग विद हिम.
इतना बुरा को-एक्टर नहीं है.
नो इट वाज नेवर अबाउट इट वाज आई वाज डाउटिंग माय सेल्फ मोर, बट आई थिंक उस वक्त मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि आई थिंक अब मैं कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ, मैं कर सकती हूँ. आई थिंक आई कैन ब्रिंग दैट होम नॉट ऑन सेट एंड सेट नॉट एट होम. या
Okay, before we conclude, I want to know from both of you, what are your best? I know over the years you've done so much work that it is difficult to pick and choose ki which is the best fan moment, or if someone said something nice to you that's happened to you. But if you had to choose one, what would it be?
I think I had one during my television times. I was doing this show called Ganwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, and something like that. My boyfriend is a gangster, and कुछ मोबाइल नंबर वो मांगता है मेरा और मैं उसे देती हूँ. Something like that. ऐसा कुछ था, कुछ फोन नंबर के ऊपर. एंड वहाँ पे पता नहीं कैसे वो चीज़ उसके ऊपर कोई चीज़ आर्टिकल आ गया था. समथिंग लाइक दैट हैड हैपेंड. एंड कुछ एक देयर वर बंच ऑफ बॉयज हु हैड कम अंडर माय स्टूडियो एंड दे वर फाइटिंग विद द क्रिएटिव. एंड वो जो ईपीज वहाँ पे थे उनसे झगड़ा कर रहे थे कि हमें इनका नंबर चाहिए, क्योंकि इन्होंने एपिसोड में कहा था अपने बॉयफ्रेंड को नंबर देगी और इन्होंने नंबर नहीं दिया.
My God, that's
मैं
some
नीचे
fandom.
आई और मैंने मॉम का नंबर दिया एंड आई रैन अवे बिकॉज मैं भी डर गई, मैं क्या करूँ, मुझे
मम्मी को
पता
फोन
नहीं.
आया?
हाँ आया होगा.
Anything for you?
Many,
Yeah, that's
it is
what
really quite overwhelming, you know. There was this one time when I remember, this was the first show that I had done for ZTV.
Pancham.
A show called Pancham. And मुझे जो है प्रोड्यूसर से एक बार कॉल आया घर पे और उन्होंने कहा कि एक कॉल स्केड्यूल करनी है बिकॉज एक औरत है जो रेगुलरली चैनल को फ़ोन करती हैं और वो तुमसे बात करना चाहती हैं. एंड आई वेंट, आई रिमेंबर इन द इवनिंग एंड आई हैड अ चैट विद हर. And I had a chat with her for 1 hour and she addressed me as the character Pancham, and she talked about the hope that she was getting out of this show, out of my character. It just made me aware of the power that we as actors, as performers, as artists have.
With our work and with the relationship that you guys have spoken about, and for anything to probably survive, succeed, and go on. Okay.
You've been very careful while you're choosing the words. Otherwise, ये पीछे आ जाएगा फिर मेरे.
No, but that's you were right about it. For anything to survive, we need to be able to accept that, you know, we want to have it, and we will test a little more of this relationship in the next round. ये जो इतनी प्यारी बातें की है, the world will see whether, you know, these words will stick to it. Okay, let's move on to the games round with Namit Das and Shruti Vyas. We just had a lovely conversation with the lovely couple, जिन्होंने एक दूसरे की बहुत प्यारी प्यारी बातें की, like the world's perfect couple. But now we have a game to destroy them. It's called How Well Do You Know Each Other? The possible answers आप दोनों अपने अपने सामने जो white boards रखे हैं उस पे लिखेंगे. हाँ, और फिर एक दूसरे को जवाब दिखाएंगे. To do this, you get 15 seconds only to write the right answer.
Right.
First question to Shruti. What is the last thing that Namit does before going to bed? Your time starts now. Pray. Okay. What is Namit's answer?
What guys, Namit? After bath, then you pray, no, on the bed
You're
before
right.
going to
You're
sleep.
right. You're absolutely right. I actually forgot that part.
Are you sure?
She's right.
Okay.
I actually
So-
don't know about myself.
Shruti, that's wow. There is no way I can make you guys fight. I am the one losing this battle. Okay. What is the one thing that Shruti does right before stepping on stage?
So, okay, should we go?
Yeah. You'll go first. Wipes the sweat off her hands. Great.
Right.
Okay.
I'm so nervous that my hands become very sweaty.
Next question. If Namit has to call someone at 3 a.m., who would that be? Mom. Okay.
I knew it.
Nimrat
You're
called?
wrong.
Yeah, she's a friend.
Because she's never awake at that time.
Okay.
What is the one thing that Shruti orders at a restaurant that Namit hates?
I seriously had I have no idea.
Shruti लिखती जा रही है.
I think she's writing an essay
Board
of
exam.
things that I wouldn't like.
दिखाओ.
Okay, तुम ही दिखाने वाले हो. Ice cream and pizza. You don't like these two things?
Yeah, because he's always on diet. Doesn't like eating sweet and carb in the night.
Okay, take it.
Okay.
Take it.
Are
Chalo,
you
I
sure?
admit it. Okay, we'll not get into an argument about
No, you
this.
don't hate it, but you
But
don't
ice
eat
cream
it.
and pizza, have I ever like said कि don't have this ice cream or pizza?
No, you don't have it. that I
So
order.
she used to eat alone, basically.
That's
तो किस बात
that
का?
is true. Okay,
है
you get the
ना?
point. Take it.
Oh my god. Are you sure you want to answer this
Go
question?
for it. Come on. हमने बहुत सारी बातें कर ली हैं अब.
How many women did Namit date before dating Shruti?
Oh.
इतनी है क्या numbers? इतना लंबा? Oh my god, Shruti.
Shruti, what are
We
you?
don't
Are you
need their
writing an
names.
essay?
We can't
Like, are
expose
you-
them in
What
public.
is this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, infinity.
Come on, Shruti.
Because I don't know where to fall the
I
number.
mean, really?
This is 2.
You know, I said मैं कॉफी तक ले जाता था.
That's a
That's
date.
it.
That's a date.
No.
वो 10 साल पहले-
I'm talking about serious relationship.
Oh,
यार,
that
ये
word
ये-
was not mentioned. तुमने खुद ही बना लिया. Serious
घुमाने वाली
relationship.
बात होती है ये, ठीक है?
जब दो औरतें मिल जाएं तो उसके आदमी
ये
उसके
देखा?
सामने क्या कहे? आप देख लीजिए खैर. Anyway, जो
I am giving it to Shruti. Shruti's favorite holiday destination. Hey yaar, she's always that. I told you, no pauses in her life. Mountains. कितना वेग आदमी है ये. तुमको पोइट्री करने को नहीं बोला है. माउंटेन ब्रीज एंड सीज.
माउंटेन्स जगह नहीं है क्या?
अपने आप में एक जगह है. डेस्टिनेशन मतलब तुम मालदीव्स जाते हो, तुम स्विट्जरलैंड जाते हो, तुम गोवा जाते हो.
Actually, मैंने भी ये लिखा है.
You guys are actually made for each other.
Japan.
Because I knew it. Because anywhere. I mean, with Shruti, उसको बस पहाड़ों पे जाना. That's
तो
it.
मैं पेपर पे ड्रॉ करके दे देती हूँ.
Actually, yeah, मुझे बस पहाड़ ड्रॉ करने चाहिए.
All right, the final question, guys. Of course, we all know that Shruti is winning, but
Yeah.
फिर भी
चलो.
play the game. Where did you go on your first date? Namit will remember the details, no?
We never had a date, yeah.
Yeah, we've never had it.
We've never had a date.
Okay, in your head, whatever was the first date.
According to me, it was when I took you for this film.
Gajni movie where he cried.
Yeah.
Sun and sand.
Sun and sand. We used to go there regularly, I think.
But
Yeah,
it's not first date, no?
Maybe not first date. I'm just like in those initial days. I
Then
think.
I think my answer was better. It was more closer to what I think is a first date.
ठीक
Where you-
ठीक है. You want to veto me completely.
Okay, clear winner is Shruti Vyas. Let me get the hamper for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I would like to thank my
बहुत
parents. I would like to thank my brain. I would like to.
Done. All right, Namit. हम ना तुम्हें इतना दुखी देखना नहीं चाहते. हम सोच रहे हैं यार इसका घर क्यों सूना रखे. So we have one more hamper for Namit Das क्योंकि ये दोनों अलग-अलग घरों में रहते हैं यार करना पड़ेगा ना.
उसमें कम चीजें हैं क्या?
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. I don't know. You will know.
ये तुम्हें ज्यादा भारी नहीं लग रहा?
पकड़ लो. Oh my
Got it.
God! Congratulations, Namit. Congratulations. है ना? To progressive thinking.
To losers getting heavier.
I know.
Heavier hampers.
And next time, notice what she does in the morning.
ठीक है.
Please. Okay, please.
Chai has been noted.
Has been noted.
Yes.
Lovely having you two on the show. Namit Das, Shruti Vyas. I don't think I could have had a better conversation on life, relationships, and a career like ours if it wasn't the two of you. No, it was really enriching. And I will be back with the next episode of Tell Me Something with another set of amazing people.